Hey friends, this is DJ T and welcome back to the next episode of Speak On It. So you're watching this video because you care something about leadership, success, or the art of winning, right? And on this journey, there's so much that is outside of our control, right? But there's also a lot that's within our control. And so in this video, I want to talk about 3 things that we are doing to sabotage our own success. The first thing that we're doing to sabotage our own success is saying yes, right? I read Shonda Rhimes' book last year, and I tell you, I said yes to everything. You gotta read it. It's called The Year of Yes. And so if you ask me to be on a committee, on a board, do an activity, an organization, I said yes, yes, yes. I wanted to be open to the possibilities of life. And while it was a good year, I was tired and exhausted, and unfortunately, no closer to my real dreams and goals. And so this year is my year of no, right? And I think that's what we have to do a little bit more, is say yes to the things that get us closer to our own dreams and goals, and say no to the things that are just activities and fillers in our life. And so that's the first thing. The second thing that we're doing that sabotages our own success, I think, is talking about it, right? Talking about our dreams and goals. There's this false sense of achievement that you get when you talk about a dream or a goal. And I'll give you an example because I've been there, right? All of these are personal stories and experiences. So I may say, oh, I have this really great business idea. I'm gonna do fill in the blank, right? And then your friends will say, oh my God, that's so cool. Did you hear Dominique is doing this thing? And then they say, oh, I heard you're doing this thing. That's so cool. And so you're proud of yourself, you pat yourself on the back, and really, you haven't done anything. You might even throw up a website, get you some business cards, but really you haven't done anything. But it leaves us feeling gratified, like we've achieved something, and it slows down that progress, the hunger, the activity. And so rather than talking about it, write it down, journal, make a project plan, maybe share it with one person to hold you accountable to the things that you said you're gonna do, but talking about it too much is counterproductive. And the last thing that we do, I think this is probably the most obvious, but it is doubting ourselves, right? There is this little demon voice in our head, right? No matter how confident we are, it's something in our head that tells us all of the bad things that could happen, that might happen, all of our faults. It talks to us. I heard a statement once that says that there is no enemy, there's just an inner me, right? And so I have that little demon voice in my head that I'm trying to smack around every day. Even with this video blog, I came up with this idea 6 years ago, but that little demon voice in my head went something like this every time I went to start it. What do you think you are? Somebody's gonna take some advice from you, right? What if people laugh? What if people write bad comments on social media? What if they don't like it? All of those things just continue to recur in my head, and because of that, I didn't move ahead, right? Even if friends said you should, here's how, we support you, that inner me, that inner voice in my head stopped me every time. And so it's really a fight, right? It's a fight. Every day I fight with that little demon voice, smacking it around, and that's all we can do each day, is to surround ourselves with people, voices, phrases, quotes, inspiration that keeps us on the path of our dreams and goals. So I just named 3 of them. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna stop saying yes to the things that don't matter and saying yes to the things that get us closer to our dreams and goals. We're going to stop talking about our dreams and goals and just create a plan and action and kick butt on it and celebrate later. And the last thing we're gonna do is stop doubting ourselves. You are amazing and brilliant and great. And if nobody else tells you, you gotta tell yourself. So now's the time to speak on it. What are those things that you do or you've seen others do that sabotage their success? And if you have any tips or tricks or ideas for how to counter that, would love to hear it as well. But with that, I want you all to have an extraordinary week. Slap that little demon voice around that's gonna show up, because it always does. And with that, I will see you all next Sunday at 6.